how much work do you have to put in to make your marketing work? So if your marketing campaign is not working, what do you do? Do you just turn it off, or do you go back and re-strategize while the campaign is still on? Running a business involves a lot of things. I'm not going to lie to you. So many things comes together to make that one piece, to make sure everything goes according to plan. But you know what the problem is? It's that according to plan. So most times we try to wait until things goes wrong before we reevaluate or analyze the things that are already happening in our business. When nothing is going wrong, we just feel relaxed and don't want to do anything else. Of course, I understand the saying, don't fix what is not broken. But then being able to analyze at each point whether something is working or not is very, very crucial to your growth. Because if you're able to analyze if something is working and you notice early that this thing is working, you will be able to double down on it. And then if you notice early that this thing is not working, you'll be able to take a step back early and see how you can fix it. I read somewhere one time that if you want to be a successful founder, especially when your business is new, you have to roll up your sleeve and do the work. You have to be involved in customer service, in operations, and different things to ensure that you are doing the work. And this is where the problem starts, because most founders only involve themselves in doing the job and rolling up their sleeves when their business is new. I know a particular brand that I really love that when they started, in fact, the founder was everywhere. The founder responds to you when you have issues, technical team, technical support here and there. But then as it began to grow, things started to go south in some areas in the business, and customers started getting pissed. While they were growing in numbers, new people keep coming. The old ones are dropping off. They are uninterested and they're just waiting for an alternative to show up so that they can make a move. Now, things might seem like it's going as planned. They are hitting their marketing goals. They are hitting their revenue goal. If they keep waiting until that thing becomes obvious, like, oh, it's no longer going as planned, they're no longer hitting their marketing goals, their revenue goals, before they roll up their sleeves to do the work, then a lot of damage would have been done at that point. So the good time to roll up your sleeve in your business, I know this video says, oh, why you should do zero work in your business. You cannot do zero work in your business, no matter where that business has grown to. You either have to roll up your sleeve to do the work or hire people who can roll up their sleeves to do the work at every point. And this is what marketing is all about. So how does this relate or translate to marketing? Marketing should not be something that you just do and then you go and sit down. Wait till the campaign. Let's say you want to run the campaign for 7 days. You wait for the 7 days timeline to go off before you now go and review your strategy, before you now look at it and say, oh, this thing didn't work. What can we do? No, you have to have intervals between your marketing campaign when you're going to do reviews. So when you are creating your marketing timeline, so I'm going to do this marketing for 30 days. In between those 30 days, what are your review points? Okay, so after day 5, we'll review. After day 10, we'll review. After day 15, we'll review and see how we can tweak things. Let me give you an example. I was working with a client and we did a sales funnel, the copy, the landing page and everything. I started running ads. And then we realized that the ads were not converted. After like the first 7 days, people were not actually taking action on the ads. So what did we do? While the ad was still running, we went to the ad, looked at the inside, looked at what's happening. Is it that people are not seeing the ads or they are not clicking on it? And we saw that people were clicking on the ads and they were landing on the landing page. So that means something might be wrong with the landing page if they are not taking action. So what we had to do was go to the landing page, review some of the content there, change the headline. Before we did that, we had to do some customer reflection and review. We had to reach out to some customers. I also reached out to some of my friends that were the ideal client, the ideal audience for my clients. And I asked them such a question that if you want to invest in this kind of thing, what are you looking out for? We also had conversation with some of our audience on social media, and we realized that how we'll be marketing the product is different from what they want to hear that will bring them in. So what we had to do was make those little tweaks on the sales page and then kick off with the campaign and also roll out new campaigns that address those issues. Now, imagine we just leave the campaign to run for 30 days and after 30 days, we'll start looking for where the problem is. it's going to be a big problem. So we are not waiting until the end of the campaign to take action. We are rolling up our sleeves and doing the work. Now, also, when you notice that people are taking action, maybe you are generating leads for your campaign, but they are not paying you, they are not buying, what can you do? You have to be able to roll up your sleeve to say, okay, do I call these people? Do I send them personalized WhatsApp message? Do I reach out to them via emails? You have to follow up until the end if you want your marketing to work. Marketing is not only about just putting your campaign in front of people. It's not just only about running your ads, posting on social media. Those people who have showed interest in your campaign by downloading your freebie, by registering for your free class, by commenting on that post, what have you done with them? Those people that have abandoned your carts, that didn't make it to purchase, what are you doing with them? You need to be able to roll up your sleeve and do the actual work. You cannot do zero work if you want your marketing to actually work. And doing the work sometimes could mean you doing some cliche social media tactics. There was a client I'm working with, and we started like a new social media account, started everything from scratch, from ground zero, started building the audience and all of that. And we are still doing cliche social media tactics. We send new followers messages. We send existing followers messages. When people drop comments, we send them message. When we have product that we want to sell, we send it into their DM and start having conversations with them. Now, I don't do this in my brand, Digital Creator Chic brand, because I have built a community. I've built the brand to a point where people can actually start coming to me on their own, looking at what I have put out there and looking at my expertise. But looking that this brand is new, we had to go back to the basics, doing strategic commenting, engaging with our followers, talking to them in the DMs, engaging on stories and all of those things. Sometimes you even have to go on calls if you have to do that. Now, in my business, I know I said I don't do those send followers, DM, engage with followers anymore, but there are times where if things are not going according to plan, once I notice that things are not going according to plan, I roll up my sleeve and go down that road of going back to cliche social media tactics, because they still work. They still work. And also I use WhatsApp, personalized WhatsApp automation as well, to send them personalized messages to connect back to them and remind them of what it is that I am pushing or I am putting out there. Another important thing that I want to talk about when it comes to marketing is that you have to be big on research. If you want to do the work, you have to roll up your sleeve and do in-depth research. Research on your audience, research on the market, research on the product, research on why your campaign is not working, research on campaigns that have been done around the subject before now, and how can you make yours different. Then you also have to be big on data, know how to review your data, know how to translate those data into tangible things that can help decision making in your business. So for example, when we looked at the data or the number of people that are signing up for our lead generation against the number of people that were paying for the actual program, we saw that the data was not, the percentage was not even matching it, was not matching up. So we had to now say, okay, what is wrong? We had to look at the ads. The ads are converting for the lead gen. But the problem is that people are visiting the page, but the problem is that they are not taking action by paying. So we had to now go to the sales page of the product itself and rework that. And we even had to do like customer feedback surveys, ask people questions, ask my friend questions, people that I think are the ideal customer for this, my clients. And we also use that information as data to now do what? Make tangible decision that can bring us to our results. Overall, marketing is beyond just kickstarting a campaign or putting on a campaign and then going to wait until the last day of the campaign. You now go there, oh, it didn't work. Oh, okay. And then that's it. You have to be able to make informed decision at intervals during the timeline of your marketing campaign. If you are enjoying this video, you already know what to do. Kindly subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the like button. And if you don't mind, you can also share this with somebody who might need to hear this.